and welcome to the kickoff as we get turned up to 11 here at the MFPW. Alongside Skylar Ashwood, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and we're starting things off here with a debut here in Sergeant Antonio Andolini. Against a very mysterious individual who we've seen a few times over the course of the past couple of months here in Zebra Loco.
I think enough to call our resident luchador here at the Monster Factory.
I'd say that's pretty safe to say here. Of course, having an unsuccessful tryout a couple of weeks ago on TRL for Pete's Posy.
But we will see if his luck can change tonight as he squares off with a man from upstate New York and saluting the sergeant there.
Yeah, of course, a bit of a history does Andolini with the Monster Factory. Actually trained here, started here back in 2000, but then was called off to serve and actually served in wars in Iran and Afghanistan.
Absolutely. Well, he's going to war with Zebra Loco tonight, laying into him with the clothesline attempts, missing time after time, and now Andolini with the shots right to the jaw of Zebra Loco, sending him across the ring into the other turnbuckle. Back elbow counters.
Now Loco trying to continue the offense here. Sent over to the other corner, but a drop toe hold into that middle turnbuckle turns the tide.
Innovative offense by Andolini as we go into a series of arm drags on Zebra Loco, sending him retreating into the corner. And now Andolini mounting him on the second rope, raining down the punches as the fans count along.
Certainly not feeling too good for Zebra Loco's cabeza as down he goes.
Can Andolini capitalize on the momentum he's built here early in the match? Zebra Loco getting to the ropes, shoving Andolini away. And low bridging him on that top rope. Andolini to the apron, eats a drop kick, and down to the floor he goes.
He was able to hang on for a moment, but only a moment, as Loco able to capitalize.
Zebra Loco giving us a little dance there. Gotta be careful, too much showboating will get Andolini the advantage back in this match as he rolls him back in the ring.
Yeah, not a lot of time there to get that bilus action going.
Zebra Loco.
Handspring into the corner, just kind of launching the body. Will that be enough here? Lateral press, 2.5.
Zebra Loco staying on Andolini just for a moment before he takes a chance to give a little wobble to the crowd there. You gotta wonder if the showboating is going to catch up to him as he's putting the boots to Andolini in the corner.
Yeah, it's a considerable challenge to say the least, and now a snap there out of the corner. Drop kick right into that upper part of the back, or in the back of the neck, you can see being favored there. And now a delayed cover, and again, the right shoulder up this time.
Just between the spine and the neck, that's not a great place to get hit with the drop kick. Nonetheless, Andolini battling back with a shot to the stomach of Zebra Loco. Ducking the clothesline, ducking another. Zebra Loco with a wheel kick drops Andolini into the lateral press for a 2 count only.
There from the crowd, only 2, and that is indeed the call.
The frustration maybe getting to Zebra Loco. He runs into the corner, lays Andolini back in with a clothesline, sends him to the other corner. Not going to get Andolini twice as he dodges, laying in a series of punches. Andolini drops Zebra with a clothesline of his own. One more for good measure, and a third. Zebra Loco retreats to the ropes as Andolini follows him, sending him in. Loco
cross body block caught. And slammed down. But decides to let him up?
Don't know if he let him up, pulled him up. Either way, I don't think Andolini is quite done with our luchador friend. Taking him up into the fireman's carry. We're looking for something big here.
Fireman's carry power slam. He calls that the IED, and that might also spell victory, and it does.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 4 minutes, 38 seconds. The winner of this bout, Sergeant Antonio Andolini.
Andolini back with an incredible victory as he sends Zebra Loco back to the drawing board once again. Well, folks, we are just getting started here at the world-famous Monster Factory. We have a few matches left here on our pre-show, but do not forget tonight there will be a 6-way gauntlet match to determine who will face Chris Desmond for the Monster Factory Championship in our main event, where they will also get to pick the stipulation. We now send it back to ringside with our announcer, Derek Lewis.
Oh, here we go. Here come your favorites.
I don't know what gave you that impression, Varane, but yes.
Contest is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, the man coming down the aisle, a cowboy, Pete Carter. Please welcome Milton Marlowe, Isaac Taylor, the Italian tank, Pete Posy.
I will admit that it's an impressive light-up hat that Pete Carter has on tonight. He's got quite the collection, apparently, and Isaac Taylor looks as heartbroken as ever from his encounter with Stevie Brooks.
You think somebody's clued him in at this point?
Your opponents, the team of Luke, Nick, and Vincenzo, the Kibitzers.
The Kibitzers. We have the bigger guy here, Vincenzo. He's the left-hand man of this triad here. And then you have the brothers of Stock and Mook.
You gotta wonder if the Italianos there might try to recruit the Italian tank over to their side.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, there certainly is a bond, especially between Stock and Mook. They, as I mentioned, are the Vetrano brothers. They call themselves the best bond in wrestling.
Well, we'll see. There's no better way to test a bond than a tag team contest.
We're starting things off with size as we have Vincenzo on one side for the Kibitzers and, of course, the Italian tank for Pete's posse.
Well, why waste any time? Send out your big guns first. What a high face. Two big men trying to take each other down, and it's like shots bouncing off of a brick wall.
Trying to read the back of that shirt there. It says, "We don't talk, we kibitz."
Not sure what that means, but I think a double clothesline means both of them are down. Italian tank trying to shove his way over to his corner. And we got a tag to Isaac Taylor, who is caught up into, almost lawn darted into that corner.
Wait, Snake Eyes here. And they call that dude hell yes. Is that going to be enough here? Oh, able to power out is Isaac Taylor.
I think
But it took a lot out of him.
Hell yes is the last thing Isaac Taylor is saying right now after taking a move like that. And you see they brilliantly continue to work the arm over. Double suplex and down goes Taylor. Into the cover. Only a 2 count.
So Stock now working on Isaac Taylor.
And I wonder
now back to the corner and the tag to Vincenzo.
if Isaac Taylor might not still be letting the heartbreak of Stevie Brooks get to him. Definitely does not seem to be on his A game tonight as he's staggering to his feet. Turns
Wasn't
around.
feeling all that great last night at TRL, that's for sure.
And what is Pete Carter
Cowboy
doing?
Pete up on the apron there, along with Mini Marvelous, Mini Cowboy Marvelous, and well, that allows Milton Malo to get, well, I was going to say get the advantage, but I think all that did was get the ire of Vincenzo. As Malo now to the outside, and here comes the Italian Tank.
Did buy Italian Tank enough time to get that shot in, but I think Milton very quickly was second-guessing his life's choices. It's the shots to the face. Italian Tank sends him to the opposite corner. Big body block.
Now, not the place that Vincenzo wants to be, in the corner of Pete's posse.
Italian Tank stomping a mud hole in Vincenzo. And now look at Milton following suit with a foot choke. You gotta watch the referees count there. Milton has the big man down. He's got to stay on him. You can't let him get back to his feet. Milton with shots to the kidney. And then choking him over the ropes. So definitely testing the ref's generosity with that 5 count.
Well, now going for some more body blows, lefts and rights, but not quite able to keep Vincenzo totally down here. Is now a tag back to the Tank.
Pete's posse definitely on the, look at this, the arrogance, the posing as Italian Tank with a choke on the ropes.
I guess they're setting up for their spring greeting card, who knows?
Italian Tank, another body block into the corner.
Too much smack talk there. And now Vincenzo with those lefts.
Vincenzo is in bad need of a tag as he tries to fight his way out of the corner. And now he's back in no man's land in the corner of Pete's posse, tagged to Isaac Taylor. Setting up for a double, triple team maneuver here. Taylor with a body block of his own. Maybe not as big as the Italian Tank, but effective all the same. They're isolating Vincenzo.
Well, Vincenzo trying to fight out there, but when you have all these successive tags back and forth as now the Italian Tank comes in, it just makes it difficult to get even a moment of respite.
Lighting the chest up with a chop. Oh! Vincenzo saying, I can do it better. It's the two big men trading forearms. Ultimately, Vincenzo back into the corner of Pete's posse where we are going for these rapid fire tags again. All 3 members of Pete's posse in.
Looking perhaps for a double DDT, and
Taylor and
it's
Malo.
effective, but not quite effective enough for the 3.
So look at how Vincenzo just launched Isaac Taylor off of that pin attempt.
This frustration is where Taylor tends to lose his focus, and that's happened here. And now here comes the tag into stock. Mook in as well. tandem offense here from the Vetrano brothers.
Definitely getting the tides turning back in their favor in the six-man tag match. Isaac Taylor might not want to turn around. They miss clotheslines, loose ass press, and a spine buster, and down goes 2/3 of Pete's posse.
And now the cover, the hook of the leg.
Pete, I think Duolingo was not doing Pete any favors there as he was yelling in Italian gibberish at the Italian tank.
Barn burner, they call that.
And that's going to do it. And Milton eats a choke slam.
The official time, 7 minutes, 27 seconds. The winners of this bout, the Coveteers.
A great victory here for the Kvitzers, making their debut here at the MFPW.
Against a very game Pete's posse, no less. Unfortunately for our resident band of Cowboys, tonight was just not their night.
It certainly was not, and we have more tag team action coming your way as we get turned up to 11. Later here tonight, we have, of course, a tag team grudge match. We have Getty Cahoon and Max Sterling. They've certainly been making their presence felt. The Messengers of Misery taking on the Monster Factory's own Steve Macklin as well as Paul Walter Hauser later tonight.
Yeah, the Kvitzers quite well liked by our fans here in Paulsboro.
The following contest scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, fighting out of Calabasas, California, by way of Compton, California, weighing 239 pounds, the Eon JTL.
JTL back in action here tonight. Such a pure athlete that man is.
Yeah, former Division I athlete, of course, jiu-jitsu competitor, former MMA fighter, does a lot of different things.
From Lancaster, Pennsylvania, weighing 245 pounds, he is one half of the Brody brothers, Zachariah Gibbs.
Coming to you all the way from Connecticut, Zachariah Gibbs.
Yep, what a time it's been for him. It was actually last with us about 3.5 years ago. And he's gone from building barns to battling in brawls here as one half of the Brawny Brothers tag team, as mentioned by Derek T. Lewis.
The two work into a lockup to the center of the ring. Zachariah is caught in a hammerlock by JTL and reverses into one of his own. An arm
Focusing into a
wringer.
wrist lock here. Nice roll through. JTL, of course, last night on TRL, if you missed it, went toe-to-toe with the Monster Factory champion, Chris Desmond. Ended up in defeat, but still a very impressive showing nonetheless, and we'll see if that impressiveness leads to a victory here tonight.
Without a doubt, as he arm drags Zachariah into the corner. Thinks impressed him with his wrestling ability. They lock up again. JTL backing Zachariah into the corner. Gave him a little shove there to send a, and they slapped him right across the face. JTL throwing down the gauntlet here. And he took his eye off the ball and got caught with a schoolboy. Got 2 count off of that only.
A little bit of trash talk there to say the least. Shoulder block. Both men stay vertical.
One more time.
Crossbody into a cover. Kick out after 2 by JTL. Now Gibbs launching into a series of strikes. And that was one big scoop slam to drop JTL. Caught him right across the face with that palm. JTL took his eye off the ball again, rolled up. Only a 2 count. And now JTL retreating to the ropes. Gibbs trying to stay on him, but the referee administering the count, allowing Gibbs to be dropped over the rope, neck first, and a reverse DDT by JTL.
Impressive offense here from JTL, only garners a 2.
Laying in the stumps, JTL taking control of this match once again. Rear chin lock. Gibbs being worked over as the referee checks on him. JTL has his opponent down. One arrogant boot after another as Gibbs trying to fight his way back to his feet.
I feel like that at some point along the way is going to be his undoing. That arrogance, that overconfidence, that nonchalance.
Well, if you notice, he's working the camera awfully a lot tonight. Looking right into it as he's getting Gibbs in these holds. Almost taunting those watching at home. Gibbs with a crossbody into a lateral press. JTL out at 2. I think he's... That was an impressive power slam.
It certainly was, but I feel like JTL will certainly fare a lot better if he focuses more on his opponent than he does on the cameras.
A lot of fight in Gibbs. JTL demanding he gets up, pulling him up by the hair. Clothesline. The fans want to see one more time.
Yeah, but if I had $1 for every time the crowd said one more time during one of our events here, I could probably walk out of here with $100 at least.
Spine buster by JTL. Into the cover, kick out after 2 by Gibbs.
He's got a big mouth. Big mouth, big mouth, big mouth.
Fans making an observation I don't think JTL is too fond of. So
Maybe they didn't like the whole one more time thing.
look at the arrogance on that pin. It's a foot on the chest, did not get the job done, and a stomp, and I think he caught him in the back of the head there. JTL back to the rear chin lock. Yeah, I wonder how can Gibbs fight back from this one. Crowd trying to rally behind him.
Gibbs up to at least some semblance of a vertical base here. A couple of elbows and a jaw jacker.
Clothesline by Gibbs. Once again, I think he is finding his second win Boot to the stomach, and I don't know what kind of jawbreaker type maneuver that was, but almost got JTL. That was like a 2 3/4. No rear waist lock. Back elbow gets out of. Gives
What a headbutt.
Wow. JTL on the hair. Up into a fireman's carry.
Goodness.
Was devastating. I'm not sure what he calls that for Ron, but he's going into a pin.
Calls it the Eon 5, and it's good for the 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 7 minutes, 10 seconds. The winner of this bout, the Eon JTL.
But despite coming up short against the Monster Factory champion last night, JTL putting one back in the win column and reestablishing himself as a threat in the singles division here at the Monster Factory.
He most certainly is, and someone looking to be a threat to regain the Supersonic Championship, none other than Lucas Twitch DeSangro, going to be challenging Supersonic Champion Christian Darling later tonight on Turned Up to 11.
Big words from JTL as we go back to our ring announcer, Derek Lewis.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 85 kilos, he is the Aztec prize fighter, Sosa.
Bringing the action from south of the border, the Aztec prize fighter Sosa in action once again here tonight.
And it will certainly be an interesting time for him tonight as he takes on Clockwork Dylan Shaw.
His opponent, from Newark, New Jersey, weighing 195 pounds, Clockwork Dylan Shaw.
Dylan Shaw, we saw in action on TRL last night against Oliver. Oliver stomped that precious antique watch of his. Wonder if Dylan Shaw is still able to tell time.
I imagine that he's not exactly in the greatest of moods after that. And Sosa may be the unwilling victim by proxy of those events from Oliver last night.
Well, someone might want to tell Dylan Shaw to set his clocks back an hour tonight as he squares off with Sosa, locking up into a headlock. Dylan Shaw getting the early advantage here.
Why would he set his clocks back when we're moving him forward tonight?
Thank you for the correction there for Ron.
He's got things like Clockwork. We still have to work on a little bit, Skylar.
I think the only thing that he'll be setting back today is hopefully this challenge from Sosa. As he goes into the rear waist lock. Reversal into a grounded headlock by Sosa. Sent into the ropes.
Ducked underneath a little bit now, cross body block, creating a little bit of confusion, and it worked. And
that's good for a 1 count. Forearm in the corner by Sosa. Across the ring, Sosa off the second rope with an impressive drop kick. Look at the hang time on that, into the cover for 2 count.
Well, Sosa looking to keep the momentum going here.
Jawbreaker by Dylan Shaw. Sosa misses the clothesline. Dylan Shaw with a headbutt. They both stagger back into respective turnbuckles. I don't know who got the worst of that.
Go full steam ahead.
Well, he got that. Hooking up. A swinging neck breaker into the cover. Kick out. I thought he almost had him there.
Elbow right to the top of the head. Looking for that 13th hour. Ducks the vicious clothesline. Sosa looking for a enziguri and gets it here.
I think that rocked Dylan Shaw as he's staggering to the corner. Sosa up with a big splash. Dylan Shaw drops into the bottom turnbuckle. Think we might be going coast to coast here?
That is quite the distance.
Can he do it? Oh, he covered the distance, but Dylan Shaw moved out of the way.
I mean, that's the danger of going from that far and taking that much time, as you give your opponent an opportunity to regather their senses. And there's that 13th hour, hooks both legs and gets the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 3 minutes, 7 seconds. The winner of this bout, Clockwork, Dylan Shaw.
They don't call it a high-risk maneuver for nothing. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it costs you, and tonight it cost Sosa the victory.
You're certainly right about that.
Good show of sportsmanship here after the match.
You certainly love to see that, and you're going to love to see what we have coming your way at the top of the hour for Turned Up to 11. Stay tuned here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for Turned Up to 11 here at the MFPW.